Good morning, everyone. It's Sunday morning, and it's let's see, 10 to 11 in Holland. And I always like to get a video up there around 12, between 12 and 1, so that most of you who wake up on the other side of the earth have something to look at while you're drinking your coffee. So thank you all for drinking coffee with me. I have some somewhere around here, but if I showed you my studio right now, you'd think, how in the heck is she gonna work in a studio that is so covered with rubbish? Because I have to do a big cleanup this afternoon again. But that doesn't matter. What we're going to do in this video, we're going to do the drawer for the prints. So I'm going to take four of these names, and I put everyone in, even the ones that donated yesterday. That's Sheila, Bonnie, and Linda, and everyone's in there. And depending on how much donations I still get this month, I'll be doing another draw, maybe like in 2 weeks or something like that. And then at the end of the month, I'll be doing a giveaway of a painting. And I still haven't decided which one, but we'll get to that later. Another thing I'll be doing in this video is a sort of a roundup of all the things I did yesterday and the day before. And I'm going to do a myth, if you know what that is. So I've always learned that you have to use opaque colors and transparent colors to get the cells. So I thought, let's mix up 4 colors and only take the opaque colors and see if we can create cells. So that's what we're going to do. But before we do that, I'm going to thank everyone here, the donators for this month, because I really appreciate you doing that, because, you know, there's nothing new on the sponsorship from Royal Talents. Someone that wrote to them got a reaction back, and she said she didn't want to let me read it until after the weekend. She didn't want to ruin my weekend. So I'm guessing that's not that positive. I don't know why Royal Talents doesn't want to sponsor me a little bit, because, you know, I don't know. I just don't understand companies like that. Doesn't matter. We're going to go and do our thing over here. First off, I'm going to put my phone away. And I'm going to do the draw, but I'm going to do it, so I have everyone in here, as you can see. And I'm going to put something over it so I can't see. Oh no, I have something else. I know what I'll put over it. So I'm going to put over it a dirty cloth. I'm sorry it's dirty, but I use it in the studio. So let's put this paint a little bit up there that it doesn't get knocked over. So there's no way I can see in there. I'm going to put my hand under here and take out the first person, but I have to make sure I only get one because I didn't fold them. That's it. Okay, that's number 1, Lynn DY. And I'm going to send these people an email later with the prints they can choose from. So number 2, Heidi E. That's one from yesterday, I think, or the day before. And the next one is Angie's Spa. And the last one is, I got 2, Angela J and Connie H. So I pulled 1 too many, but that doesn't matter. I'll send 5 out. That's okay. So these people are going to get an email, and they can choose the print they would like, and I will send it to them. So yay for these people. Congratulations. Yeah, I should have some taped applause or something, and like an audience. That would be cool, wouldn't it? Okay, so these people are getting an email. Hope they pick out a really pretty print. And I made some more, by the way. I'll show you how I do that. And I'll put them back in, because if I do another drawing at the end, you know, the giveaway, they also go for the giveaway. Okie dokie, now I'll show you. I made another print, and remember, this is just off my printer, but I really like this one. I think it's pretty. I put it on my Facebook group, and everyone really loved it. And I'll show you what it really is. It's a piece of this. See how I pick out a pretty spot? And if you see this, it's right here. There it is. And that's how I use my macro to zoom in and get a really, really pretty picture of those pretty cells. So that's what I do. Okay, enough of that. This one's for sale also, but after I send it to the printer, and the printer will print it much prettier than I did, so that's one that's going in there too. So, the little roundup. This is the one you saw me do with the red, blue, and white. It's all dry. Yeah, that goes quickly here. When the weather is good, it dries within 24 hours. So as you can see, there's some really pretty cells in there. And it's on a not that expensive canvas, but it works. So it's done. Then we had the Galaxy. It's all dry, but I think it's too obvious, this blue. It's too much, so I'm going to be glazing it with a little bit of a black glaze over it, so it disappears a little bit in the background. That'd be a little prettier. So that's what I'm going to do with that. Then I'm going to put this away. And then I had this one, which you all were pretty much all about, you know, how I could make skins like this. Well, people, I hate to tell it to you, but you don't make skins like this because you can't get it off the paint. And I will show you once I get some gloves on, because right after that we're going to be pouring the opaque colors. So that's that. See, this side is pretty because this is the back side of, you know, here are the cells, if you can see them. So here I pulled the other sheet of glass off, and the cells really stayed on there, really pretty. But this is the other side, and I'm telling you, there's no way you can get this off the glass. You have to use one of those razor blades. Just look. That's how it's stuck on there. You have to really get it off with a razor blade. So there's no way you're gonna get a skin off this. No way, Jose. See? You really have to apply a lot of pressure and get that razor to get it off there. So it's not gonna work. No skins off glass. But I think this is pretty. You could do something really, you know, do a circular cut and use them as, how do you call that, where you put your glass on? Coasters, that's the word I was looking for. But you could make coasters out of this. Then the other one, on this side, all the beautiful cells. And I put them straight up to dry, so even the paint doesn't go off it, so you can do that. You can see that a little bit of paint dripped down here, but it stayed on. And this is the other side. It's a little, I don't know, a little blur because I took the two paints off each other. But if you cut this in circular pieces, that would look really beautiful as a coaster. You could do a resin on this side and then use it like this, because putting hot mugs or cups on resin leaves a spot, but it wouldn't leave anything on this side. So that would be really cool. Okie dokie. Then of course I have my big canvas, but I'm going to be pouring that in another video because I have to mix up some, I don't know, I think about 700 milliliters of paint, and I'll have to put it on a flat surface, so I'm going to do that in another video. And put this away and let's get pouring. Someone else asked again about pouring on a tile, and I do want to show you that once more because it's stuck, because it's still here. This is the one I poured on a tile, and here I did a little varnish, if you can see the difference. See that? So a little varnish on top of this little bit, so it's nice and smooth, different than this. But you can pour on tile, that's no problem at all. You can even do some negative space on a tile. Looking pretty. So if you want to see how I did this, go back and check the video acrylic pouring on tile, because I did a whole video of it. And while we're talking about videos, I also started to make, how do you call those things? You know, where I can, I forgot the word. You know, on YouTube you can make lists, a channel list. So instead of when you get my little email that I uploaded a new video, you can also just click on my channel, and then you'll see that I'm starting to do those lists. The first one is video 1 to 20, then the second list is 21 up to 30, and I'm gonna make little lists like that. It'll be easier for people to watch all the videos in a row. So I'm working on it. Okay, we need the push pins. Because I do like the push pins when you pour something and you want to put it away, you know, to let it dry. It is so much better if you use push pins. So, is that totally in? Nope. Next one. Two. And you can just pull them out later, but it really helps. Ooh, a little crooked. That's it. There you go. Okay, now for the choice of silicone, because I have all these opaque colors. Here we go. They are opaque, 100% certain, because it was on the tube. And I do have my silicone in the bottle, but I'd also like to use the spray. And we're going to do exactly like I do normally. 2 sprays in a really little bit of paint. 3 and a little bit more. Ooh, that stinks. Okay, gonna mix this through. Just a little bit. And I'm pretty sure I know what to look for in a pour. So if this doesn't work with all these opaque colors, I think we'll have proof that you really do need transparent. So I know exactly what to look for. And just to be on the safe side, I'm going to put 3 drops in and not stir that much, because I'd like to see some really big cells too. That's 1. See how softly I'm stirring it in? Because you want the spray, I really stir it in well, and this I'm really doing just a little bit because I want bigger cells. Where's my white? I did have white, didn't I? Oh, yes. And of course my white, which is also opaque. So this is the spray which I stir in really well. And then 3 drops, which I just give a little swirly, like that. And it's all this silicone, so just a silicone spray. It's the same. This is the same as this, only I filled this outside to avoid the fumes. So now we're going to fill the cup. Little white on the bottom, followed by a nice pink, then a little bit darker pink, then my favorite color, turquoise, and some really pretty terracotta. Some more white, the rest of the pink, the rest of the dark pink, and the rest of the turquoise. That's a lot of paint. That's enough for this canvas. The canvas is 20 centimeters by 20 centimeters, and we're going to give it the same chance the other paint got. So we're going to do a flip cup, bringing it up a little higher, and I will release it. I am seeing a few cells right away. Just a few. Letting it roll this way, a little bit down that way, a little bit down that way, and a little bit down that way. Now I'm going to torch it. Okay, I think we have proof that, you know, you can use all opaque colors, so it doesn't matter. The thing is, what you see here, those big cells, that's because I put in the silicone out of this bottle and I didn't stir it that well, so it leaves those bigger spots. And the little stuff, that's when I really stirred it in, and it's almost lacing. So I'm going to really watch out. I'll have to get a palette knife. Because I do want to get the cells just a little bit bigger. But I know that these colors are going to be muddy if I manipulate them too much. So I've got to watch out for that. See, it's already muddy on the table. It's already turning gray. And that's another thing. Maybe that is what some people are getting. They're saying mine is always just a big gray mess. Well, maybe it's because there's too many opaque colors in there. Could be. Now, holding it by the pin on the back. Yeah, I'm gonna pour this off because it is pretty, the terracotta, but it's not really doing anything for this painting. So I'm gonna let it go down, down, down. That's okay. That's it. And some touch up on this side, and we're ready. Just a little here. That's it. Okay. Let me think about this just a little bit, because I'm seeing things that I really don't like. Okay. Now, we used, I'm going to take you guys down so I can show you what I really, what I'm thinking. Okay. You can see, let me get rid of those lights for a bit. Let's see if I can change that just a little bit so I don't have the glare in there. There you go. I don't think it's something that I would like to do, just using opaque, because the cells are less formed than with the transparent. You do have some cells, but somehow, because those colors are all opaque, it just doesn't really make a pretty picture, if you get where I'm getting to. I'll show you the difference. Let's see. Oh, I'm making such a mess here. I think it's this one, yeah. Whoops, don't fall. See how much more this the cells are formed? And I really, really tipped this one too, because I wanted it all over the canvas. So there's much more definition because you're using opaque and you're using the opaque and you're using the transparent. So, oh, they're a little bit stuck. See, even here you can see the definition of the cells. So I would not do that. I would not use only opaque. Or you have to like this. Maybe if you do like it, you can go for it. But I'm not too fond of it. I like when you do cells, I want some definition. That's why I pour. So, okay, people, I'm going to put this one up. And the next video will be this one, which people emailed me yesterday. They saw faces. I bet they mean this thing there. That looks like a really scary face. So I'm going to be pouring over that one. That's for sure. Okay, so see you in the next video, and congratulations to the people that were drawn out of the hat. And I'll send you the email later today. Well, more like tonight. So, okay. Thank you all for watching. Bye-bye.